It's track reviews.
Hey, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well, and it is time for a track review, where I give my thoughts, my raw opinions on a brand new track, on a brand new song, and we have yet another one, a brand new single from none other than singer, songwriter, Mr. Frank Ocean. It was not too long ago that we heard a track from Frank, the song DHL, which was a very dejected, slow, listless, hip-hop beat-backed ode to pill popping. Not really one of his stronger songs, in my opinion, but there is a potent vibe to the track. Certainly, we have a new song, new track, In My Room, hoping to hear maybe a more concise and focused song out of this one. But I don't know. I guess we will hear what Frank has to offer with this one right now. In My Room, Frank Ocean. Ba-bam. Okay, Frank Ocean, In My Room. Thought that track was more interesting than DHL by comparison in some respects. Then there were some elements of it that I still found pretty underwhelming. I mean, I like that the beat, the instrumental generally, is a bit more active, bustling, a bit more intricate. I think that the synth lines on this track are pretty sharp, even though the vibe of the song generally is pretty easygoing. I like the sputtering rhythms. I like some of the effects going on in the song, especially on Frank's voice, but I feel like they're used to the point where they obscure his singing, they obscure his lyrics, they obscure the inflections of his voice in such a way where there doesn't really feel like a whole lot of intimacy to the track. Frank kicks the whole track off with some really strong melodic lines that at first led me to think, okay, this is going to be a much stronger song compositionally than what DHL was. But as soon as he lets go of those lines and he starts rapping and the effects really start just warping his voice in such a way where I feel like I'm just not really getting close to it, I'm not really getting a grasp of it, that's when I feel like the appeal of the track really starts trailing off. Looking into the lyrics, there are a few sharp, witty one-liners here and there, but for the most part, outside of the lines that also kind of allude to the druggy and the pill themes of DHL, for the most part, the expressions of this track felt pretty abstract and esoteric. Lyrically, I would actually say this song feels a bit less focused than DHL. I guess there are also some themes of betrayal and just a lack of general trust going on in the lyrics here. Maybe that has something to do with the industry or someone or some people close to Frank. Either way, compositionally and structurally, the track does not continue as strong as it starts off because there becomes a point where it begins to trail off, begins to repeat itself a little bit too much, and then the end of the track is actually pretty inconsequential, in my opinion. Again, like DHL, this may be a moment that once we hear it in the context of an entire album, shoulder to shoulder with other tracks, it may be more exciting, gratifying. I'm certainly open to that. This track could be a moment that is reinforced by other moments surrounding it, but as a single, on its own, I don't really think this is a strong tune. Just like DHL, it mostly feels like a vibe, a pretty cool vibe, a different vibe from DHL, and there are elements of that vibe instrumentally, I think, that are pretty cool, but I'm not sure if I have anything else really to add to this track beyond that. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comments. Frank Ocean, In My Room. Over here next to my head is another video for you to check out, and we will also leave a link to subscribe to the channel too. Anthony Fantano, track reviews forever.